Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hannah here. Today I wanted to talk to you again about mental health, specifically about coping with anxiety. Anxiety is something that I personally have dealt with a lot. I am a very anxious person, so I just wanted to give you some tips that might be able to help you on your path with coping with anxiety. First, I'd like to give you the textbook definition of what anxiety is. Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. For most people, anxiety feels almost like a heart attack. You can't breathe, and every muscle inside of you just tenses up, and you're so nervous or worried about something that you can end up throwing up, shaking, being just sick to your stomach, not being able to eat, eating too much. It's different for everybody, but those are some of the symptoms of anxiety. I'm going to give you 5 tips that I've kind of learned with trying to cope with anxiety and what to do in the moment when you just can't seem to calm down. For a lot of people, the first thing they want to do when they get super anxious is drink or smoke, take some medication, and I'm not saying that all that's bad, because for some people they do have to be medicated to deal with anxiety, and I understand that completely. Just don't make it a habit that that's what you turn to every single time unless, your medical doctor says otherwise. There are a lot of healthy ways you can channel your anxiety and get it out of your system before you do those things that could lead to a substance abuse in the future. Don't do something destructive, because it's only going to make your anxiety worse in the end. I personally write out a lot of the emotions that I'm feeling or fears that I have whenever I have that anxiety overcome me in the moment, and it helps tremendously, and it helps me to not take it out on somebody else. If you are anxious about something, sometimes it does help to talk to somebody that actually cares and wants to listen. You'll be surprised how much more calm you feel after you get that feeling out of your system and put it on paper or just speak it out loud. It doesn't even have to be to a friend. It could be to your wall or to your teddy bear, whatever you have there. This one is difficult because you're like, meditate? Well, that's what's making me so anxious, is thinking on these things. That's just the thing that I don't want you to do. I'm talking about meditation in the sense of thinking on everything else but what's making you anxious. Go find a quiet place like a park or somewhere where there's running water, and just sit and watch the birds, listen to the water, and just focus on what's happening around you. And do not think of anything else, of the things that you have to do, things that people said to you, or things that you're worried about in the future or worried about from the past. Do not let that come in. You are just looking and processing what is in front of you in that moment in nature. Another thing that you can do is obviously meditate on scripture. Isaiah 41:10, it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Another one is Philippians 4:6, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Another great passage, if you would like to read it, is Matthew 6:25 through 34, talking about anxiety and just how much God cares for you and how He's not going to leave you hanging if you do come to Him. God tells us not to be anxious because He has it under control. He knows the plan. He knows every footstep that you're going to take. So we just have to trust Him, and I know that's easier said than done, but ultimately that's what's going to bring you the most peace, in my opinion. Get your heart rate up. Go on a run. If you don't like running, just take a walk. You can even do exercises on a mat, in your bedroom floor, go swimming. Do something active with your body. It helps relieve the physical tension. It'll also help clear your mind because you're more focused on getting your body moving and your heart rate up than you are whatever's going on in your head. I know sometimes it is so difficult to just turn off your phone, but for a lot of people, that's where 90% of their anxiety comes from. It's because of looking at social media and feeling that they have to be a certain way or look a certain way, or somebody says something negative towards them on social media or through a text. Just put the phone down, put it away, and take care of yourself. Ways you can relax: you take a bath, read a book, you can watch TV, or you can draw. Any kind of hobby that you have, try to channel that and channel your anxiety through that, because it'll help you get your mind off of the issue at hand, and it's healthier that way too, because you're not gonna, like we said before, go towards the substance abuse or blow up at somebody or get really depressed and cause harm to yourself. Those are the 5 tips I have for dealing and coping with anxiety. It's nothing medical, it's nothing researched, it's just 5 tips that have helped me whenever I get super anxious and in the moment. Of course, all of these take lots of patience and practice and training your mind to, instead of self-destructing, going to something that's a bit healthier and being able to channel your energy somewhere else. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that some of these tips will help you in the future with coping with your anxiety. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more tips on how to deal with anxiety or things that have worked for you in the past. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!